Hi there! Today we are going to present a topic called Building a Chatbot with Deep Natural Language Processing. This final project is processed like a requirement for the course Big Data Analysis course. And the lecturer of this course is Professor Ting-Ying Chien. There are 3 members in our group: Mr. Dao Anh Hien, Nguyen, Trung, and Mr. Levante. We consider one product as our target. None of us is as smart as all of us. So, our project will contain 7 parts. So through many parts of this presentation, I will gradually show you some information related to the state-of-the-art chatbot application, as well as showing you some demonstration and conclusion after finishing this project. The first one is the background information about deep learning and natural language processing. So as you have known, natural language processing applications has been considered to be the growing aspect of the giant technology. You can see the speech transcription is meant to convert the speech to the text. Neural machine translation can be seen everywhere, like a useful tool to translating words for the language you understand. Chatbots. You can see chatbot in many website pages as a way to interact with the website. Question and answering is also similar to chatbot, but here you can interact with the real world onto the website. The other application can be used can be applied with the natural language processing, a text summarization, image captioning, and video captioning. So, about chatbot. There are many chatbots has been used by some huge organizations on the world. And when I talk about them, you can realize immediately Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. With Apple, they use Siri Assistant like a way to have the iPhone, iPad users. Google developed Cortana to have the users for the latest version of Microsoft software. Google also has its own assistant. And not to be a loser, Amazon develops Alexa. Now, Facebook, another giant technology company, is building a platform for the software builder all over the world to help them to create a chatbot on their page. So when you click onto this page, you can go inside its platform and you can develop a chatbot there. The next part is model architecture. To show you some common information, I want to compare between classical and deep learning models. So, in the previous time, many developers use natural language processing to to invent and develop their software, but in recent times, people using more deep learning. The intersection part of these two models is deep natural language processing. And our project uses sequence-to-sequence model. Sequence-to-sequence model can be considered to be a small part of deep natural language processing. So, what is classical natural language processing used in the real world? For this model, Chatbot uses the rules of if-else like a decision tree to decide its answering. In the speech recognition, we have audio frequency component analysis. And the sound waves can be stored and used like a base for the later processing. In classification model, we have bed of words, which you may have known about its accuracy and its facility. The next model is CNN. It is used for text classification, and the model we are focusing on is sequence-to-sequence. It's also being used in many applications, and it uses the mechanism of encoder and decoder to help the machine learn from the data source. Now, I want to show you some examples about sequence-to-sequence architecture. We have the question, "Hi Yang, have you been back to Taiwan?" And the length of this sentence is 8 words. The answer is yes, I am back. And its length is 4 words. So you may consider that. Which is the most appropriate method to present this question and answer pair? You may choose one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, and many-to-many. But here, because the length of the input question and the length of the output answer are different, then the most appropriate method to use for the pre-processing is many-to-many. I have highlighted the method here. As I have said before, sequence-to-sequence architecture uses encoder and decoder to analyze the input and have the output later. So every word in the question will be put into a vector, and the decoder will receive it and transcribe every word from the encoder to the decoder vector. In order to have the encoder and decoder, we also have another method like beam search decoding and attention mechanism. So what is beam search decoding? Beam search decoding is used to analyze the question and give the best answers. Attention mechanism, on the other hand, gather every single of information into one unique vector. It functions like a reminder, so that the machine can use it like a mirror reference to have the algorithm translate word by word. The next part is data collection. This big project uses the data source on the Twitter chat log. There are more than 750,000 sentences in the Twitter chat log. And you can see the query and reply here for your reference. The vocabulary size is 8,000 and the unknown token is 3%. Unknown tokens means the possibility to see the word that you may know or you may don't know. Another source we use is corner movie dialogue corpus. There are more than 220,000 conversational extracts between 10,292 pairs of movie characters, involving 9,000 characters from 617 movies, and the vocabulary size is 8,000, and the unknown token is 4%. So, skipping to the data processing part. In this part, we use some techniques to have the machine learn from the input. The first one is task cleaning. So we remove some contraction, like I am should be understand from am, and don't should be understand as do not. And if the length of the question and answers is not equal, we use pad to have them equal. EOS is the end of the sentence. SOS is the start of the sentence. And out is mean the frequency of the words which is low to appear in the learning process. We put a threshold of 20 here because we want to figure out the uncommon words that the words should not be happen in the learning process. The next one is the length of each sentence is limited to 25 words because we cannot train a sentence that's bigger than 25 words. That will cause a lot of errors. So this is a demonstration for our project. We have some examples here. When you type into the chatbot, hi, then the chatbot will answer, how's the weekend? Good, how about yours? I'm so excited to see it. Do you want to try us? We need to be a good job. Do you have a good friend? I don't want to be a good one. And who is Chum? Chum is alive. Yeah, you can see that the way that Chatbot answer the question is quite natural. For this project, we have preferred the course from Udemy, Deep Learning and Natural Learning Process, how to create a chatbot. We also use the published code from this website and the image from some blogger's blog. So, in conclusion, what we have learned from this big project is that deep natural learning processing is rapidly growing into it considered to be the most important area of the deep learning AI. Deep natural learning processing has been attracting a lot of research groups. You can name some tech giants such as Facebook, Google, Fast.ai. And some achievements are extended to other fields such as bioinformatics and health informatics. So that's the end of our presentation.